to flashing down, you know, all the emotions, all the heavy energy what you absorb it, you know, during your labor day or during your work day. When you feel the tiredness also the mesa is gonna to help and support, you know, to you. The mesa, we can say it's so powerful, so powerful. That's why, you know, this, perhaps, you know, for you, this one, those two classes before, what's very perhaps simple for you, or perhaps, you know, sometimes we can compare and say we are not teaching, you know, in the right way, or perhaps we can compare with other classes what you did with other different teachers, you know. I am not judging, but what we are teaching to these classes, what's the essence, you know, of the formation of the mesa, how you can walk step by step with your mesa. You can feel it. We are not speaking, you know, a lot. If not, we are doing the presentation and showing to you a little bit, giving the instructions, the steps, how you can get, you know, connect with your mesa, the steps, how you can, you know, put in the right position all the tools, because those tools are part of you for your own mesa. So, but this is, you know, the mesa is that. All this simple experience, what you are doing, it's, you are depositing in your stones, in your cloth, on your mesa cloth. Because for sure you are gonna get some relation with your first stone or with your first rattle or bells. Because also they are depositing, holding all your experience and feelings, your own exploration. You know, that's why, you know, it's very important, these little basic things. But at that, you know, those sharings, what we did with you, it's for make practice. Remember, I was asking before, you know, the second class, just twice a week or 3 times a week. And also I give it the homework, you know, collect, you know, pick it up, some new stones from everywhere, you know, it comes from the mountain, the river, or lake. For sure, every one of you, you got 1 or 2 or 3 or 6 new stones. But this is, you know, it's part of the new experience, you know, from where it's coming, Yukuya. It's gonna to remember to you the moment when you take it, the stones, but this stone is gonna have connection with this whole area. Because when you, as soon as you take that with the good intention, with your open heart, very sure magically also are you grabbing the energy from this sacred place. You know, same, you know, from the mountain. But I am not saying already you have connection with this place. Remember, I was recommending to you to ask for you spiritual guide, you know. The spiritual guide perhaps, you know, is going, perhaps it's coming with the stone, perhaps with some special codes, or perhaps with one special figure, you know. Perhaps today nobody yet has the name, but please don't feel sad. It's part of our process. It's part of, you know, the beginning or the understanding about the Mesa. Everybody we wish, you know, to have already, you know, or perhaps with example, you know, to buy the name, you know, of your guardian. But spiritually, it's not gonna happen this. The name of this spiritual guide, you have to be win. We have to be winning. We have to be do a little sacrifice. Because sometimes we can say it's not really easy, you know, to get connection like this, you know. Everybody, we are conscious about that, you know, the spiritual path never ends, always transcending in levels. That, you know, by this reason, your spiritual guide is your big support for you. And also your teacher, you know, your teacher. Your teacher. It's for help to you, to support to you to walk in the right way into your spiritual path. Sometimes, of course, you can get, you know, some stone or kuya from your mentor or from your teacher, because our responsibility of the teacher are always tracking to you, helping to you, supporting to you. In the right moment, always the teacher is gonna to give it to you. Or perhaps sometimes not. Or perhaps yourself, you know, you are gonna get the name of this spiritual, your own spiritual guardian or, you know, guide. This spiritual guide is going to be the key for opening, you know, the doors, open your mesa, open the connection with each holy stones or sacred stones. He is gonna to channelize all the right, you know, the right teachings. It's open to you or direction to you in the right and the correct way. But always, you know, the best key is the patience. Patience and love, of course. And according to your practices, you will feel how it's going to change everything in yourself. You are gonna have more sense about your mesa. No matter if you are your mesa it's in Peru or you are in different state, your mesa always is going with you, because the guardian of this mesa is going with you always, supporting to you, protecting to you. That one, so with patience you are gonna get, you know, the real, you know, name of you, the spiritual guide. So thank you also, Leah, for this support the IU, support to us. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate a lot, about your own commitment to continue that. Continue this practices. And say thank you to Victor Waikachai. Neki Waikachai and Yamanta por estancista. Also, thank you so much, my sister, Dora Fronek. Gracias, muchas gracias. Recién estamos empezando a abrir. It's everybody, we are new in this. Because these classes, it's the new experience for us. It's the new connection with you. It's the new apprentices. We are learning from you a lot. Learning because I can feel your energy. I can feel how you are in these two classes, how little you open it your heart. And you sacrifice. When you were saying winning, this is part of the winning. The winning is connection. But this is for yourself. This sacrifice, what you are doing, it's open the heart. Beyond anything, the important thing is your light. Your light, it's your heart. The heart is this one open, the heart of Pacha. That one always suggests everyone, be clean in your heart, and you will see how easy is going to be your spiritual path. How easily you can get, connect with the apples. When your heart is totally pure, the apples is going to come to you. Not only 1, 2, 3, 4, it's coming, asking to you and say, I want to work with you. Look, this is the magic. But this is only we are doing for ourselves. Because we have to be clean, One highly recommendation also is about the mesa. If you have big distractions or little distraction, don't try to open your mesa or don't try to make, a ceremony with the mesa. Because the mesa is going to be okay. The problem is for us. Because we are going to block ourselves. Yes? This is my highly recommendation. But, and also, of course, you can unblock also that, But this is, another thing about this. So, thank you for pay attention at my speaking. So still, I will continue to do the practice with you. But now Victor is going to start, to speak and share with you, his knowledge also with you. Okay, I will pass the post at Victor and my dear sister Dora. So thank you for listening. Thank you. And Kichis create Kichis. Okay. Okay.
Nacer en tierra, nacer en pampa, Paiwai, Paipanjaiwai, Manarato, Manchisi, Kaito Paitar Wasaj, Kewai Peskunawan, Panaskunawan, Kay Achachipa, Kay Kipuya Chachipa, Anapaiwai Taitai, Yakuna, Kanchakuna, Nathatun Sayakuna, Pampan Sayakuna, Apukuna, Akupapukuna, Akupapukuna, Ichaikuna, Munaikuna, Kapsaikuna, Purikuna, Pantayay, Nakachapayay, Pantaytaypa, Ishinchaykimanta, Pachamamaypa, Ishinchaykimanta, Mamay, Kampa, Ishinchaykimanta, Kay, Incluita Kay Tupaita, Kay Paniskunawan, Panantiskunawan, Tuparis Munchis, Tinkuris Munchis. Shinchaykimanta Waklay, Shinchaykimanta Panachilay. Buenas tardes, hermanas, hermanos, hermana Lía.
So good evening, everyone, brothers and sisters of the Sayu and Manalia.
Estoy muy agradecido, muy feliz con mis hijos, con nuestro encuentro.
And so he's very happy with this whole group gathering this evening and for this meeting this evening. Can you hear me?
Y gracias al hermano Alberto, igualmente hermana Dora, por nuestro encuentro, por el encuentro con nuestros hermanos. ¿Cómo están cada uno de ustedes? ¿Está bien?
So how is everyone? How is everyone feeling?
Muy bien, hermana. Felicitaciones.
So good.
A seguir, a practicar a nuestro camino de espiritual.
So continue following along this path, our spiritual path.
Y así de esa manera nos conecta nuestro misa, a nuestro Pachamama, a los apos, y toda la naturaleza.
And in this way, through the connection with our misas and the Pachamama and with all of nature, we and all of it is connected.
Ustedes, nosotros estamos conectados con la naturaleza.
And we each and every one of us is connected with nature and through nature.
Entonces, hoy día es nuestra enseñanza de Cuya Mesa.
And so today we're going to have this lesson on the Cuya Mesa.
Y ahora nuestro proceso, en este momento tenemos que hacer acción
And so in this at this time, our intention is really to be putting things into action or to be activating, animating our practice.
¿Cómo puedes abrir la mesa? ¿O cómo puedes abrir nuestro mastana?
And so how do we open up or extend the mastana for our misas?
Ya hemos avanzado en la clase de primero, hemos avanzado del agua florera, de la jalpai, y agarrar a nuestro campanilla o agarrar nuestro copa.
And so from the first class, we started with the Florida water and with then stepping into exploring the bell and the cups and all of those items.
Ahora es momento para hacer abrir las mastanas.
And now it's the time to open up the misas, the mastanas, the cloth.
Vamos, hermanas.
So go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
Sí, ellos enseñaron, ¿no?
So go ahead and open that mastana cloth. Mastana or
Mastana, no mesa.
Okay, so not the misas just yet, but just the mastana cloth. The laying down the a base cloth. And if you want to take a
Poco a poco
Yeah.
conectando. Conecte con la mastana.
and so slowly, little by little, connecting with that mastana, that mesa or the cloth, the mastana cloth. ¿Sí? Dice grande o gato grande? And if you have a kitty to, also extend out, then that's welcome too.
Pueden practicar con la campanilla.
And so,
Cuando están terminando la mastana.
and so once you have that mastana cloth open and laid out, you can then utilize the bell, right? So practice with the bell a little bit and explore the sound of the bell as that mesa cloth is open.
Conecten, conecten, hermanas.
So connect with that cloth.
Siempre es para conectar o para practicar. Siempre es necesariamente ojo cerrado. Las meditaciones.
And so, as you're connecting with the Mastana cloth, and even as you're opening the Mastana cloth, it's important to close your eyes. So take a few moments to close your eyes, take a few nice deep breaths, and meditate a little bit, and slowly, come into that space as or before the Mastana cloth is extended and laid out.
Cuanto miramos es distracción, es difícil, no puede conectar con la naturaleza y con la campanilla, con otros objetos.
And when we say when our eyes are open, it only gives us more distraction. When our eyes are open, we're looking around, we're looking at what's around us in nature, and it doesn't allow us to be really deeply connected. And so it's not inappropriate to, as you open the Mastana cloth, to have your eyes closed in that practice, and to practice it with the eyes closed, because it allows you to get a deeper sense.
Y para conectar con la misa, necesariamente tienen que conectar, tienen que abrir tus chakras, tus centros.
And so in order to connect, it's really essential to be focused on what we say our Mankoswasi, our energy centers. Sometimes you guys refer to that as chakras, or they're commonly called chakras, but with the eyes closed, and then being connected through those energy centers.
Con aliento.
And doing it with the breath. So nice breath in and exhaling.
Tus pensamientos, tu visión tiene que viajar.
And so your thoughts and your vision we say it has to travel. It has to be free to travel.
Si conoces, pero conectar al lago de Titicaca, o al lago Apaozancate.
And if you know of certain sacred places here, if you know Lake Titicaca, connect to that sacred place, or to Asongate, or
vuestro país, una montaña.
Or if there's a sacred site close to or in where you are, connecting with that place. And you can, again, with the bell.
Invoking a vuestro nombre completo.
So we invoke, and as we are doing the invocation, we also introduce our full name, introducing ourselves to all of those beings.
Conecten con los aves, con los cóndores, pumas,
Connecting with
serpiente,
those bird spirits, those bird guides, the condor, the eagle, the hummingbird, connecting with the puma,
conecten con el elemento fuego, agua, tierra,
connecting with the sacred elements,
viento,
connecting with each of the sacred elements, the wind, the earth, the air, the water.
conecten con tus misas,
Connecting with the mesas,
agarren la misa,
so you're going to pick up the mesa with both hands and holding it balanced with both hands and bring it to your belly center, your yangkai.
la invocación tiene que seguir. Ayúdame, conéctame con mi misa, con mi altar, con mis joyas.
And continuing with the invocation of, help me to connect with my misa, help me to connect with my kuyas,
Y mis maestros,
helping me to connect with my teachers,
maestro de Alto Mesayoqs, Pampa Mesayoqs,
the masters of the Pampa Messiah,
o Achuma, o Ayahuasca,
and connecting with the masters of the Alto Mesayoqs, the Pampa Mesayoqs, or the sacred plant teachers, the Wachuma, the Ayahuasca.
Gracias por ellos estamos a abrir nuestro camino.
And thanks to them, we're here, and our path is continually opening, and we are on our path.
Gracias a la naturaleza. Por ellos nos abrimos nuestro camino.
And so thanks to all of nature,
Taitainte,
and it's with them that our
Mamaquilla,
path is open. And with Taita Inti, Father Sun, and Mama
Chaska,
Kia, Grandmother Moon, Mama Chaska, the star beings. And then take a nice deep breath and slowly bring it to your heart center. So raising it with both hands to the level of the munai.
ábreme, conéctame con mi corazón.
And continuing to invoke and to speak, saying, open me, open my heart, open me through my heart center.
Quiero conocer, quiero conectar con mis joyas, con mis huacas, con mis illas.
I want to know and be connected deeply with my kuyas, with each of my kuyas, with the wakas, with each of the sacred places.
Ayuda de mi camino.
And say, help me on my path.
Ayuda con mi familia.
And help me on my way, and help me with my family, help my family, all of my family. And then continuing to take another nice deep breath as you slowly raise the misa up to the level of the yangkai. And connecting
Ábreme con mi yachay.
through that space of the yachai. And we say, help me to open through this space.
Para conectar con mis abuelos, con mis abuelas, las culturas,
Helping me to connect with the grandmothers and the grandfathers, my grandmothers, my grandfathers, and the grandmothers and grandfathers of all the cultures.
las montañas celestiales, cordilleranos, cordilleranas,
And all of the sacred mountains, all the sacred mountain beings.
gracias por mi camino.
We say thank you for this path.
Quiero conocer mis cuyas, mis huacas, mis illas.
I want to fully and deeply know my kuyas, my wakas.
Osancate, Salpantay, Orichasca de Bolivia, Illampu, Ilimani, Huascarán,
And calling in those sacred apus, those sacred mountains, Ausungate, Huascaran, Porichaska.
un poco más arriba.
And then raise that misa up with through the breath, nice and slowly. Raise it up a little bit higher, connecting with that uppermost space.
Taitainte,
I'm calling to Taita Inti, Father Son.
Chasquiway, Mañacuñita, recébeme mis invocaciones, mis oraciones.
And we say, receive me, hear my prayers, hear my invocation.
Quiero conectar con la naturaleza,
I want to connect more fully and deeply with
con la pedra sagrada.
and connecting with all of nature and connecting with these sacred stones.
Quiero conocer mis caminos.
I want to know my paths.
Gracias. Gracias por este momento.
And we say, thank you for this moment.
Poco a poco puede bajar.
And then slowly, with both hands, you're going to slowly bring it down through the front of you. And you can place it in the center of that mastana cloth that's in front of you.
Y después,
And then after that, you're going to cross both hands over your heart
abraza a ti
center.
mismo.
You embrace yourself with both hands.
Sí, gracias.
And we say thank you. Thank you.
Pueden abrir los ojos poco a poco,
And then slowly, you can slowly open your eyes.
directamente a mirar la mesa.
And as you open your eyes, have your gaze directed at the misa in front of you.
Verso, forma, cómo está amar, cómo amar retiene, qué tipo de amar retiene, ¿no?
And so observe the shape of the misa. Look at how it's folded. Look at the shape of it. Is it tied?
¿Dónde su cabeza? ¿Cómo están?
and looking, really observe the form of it. What's the head? We say, where's the head located? What part would the head be?
Luego más tarde, ¿no? Puede ver, ¿no? Qué color tiene, qué
Yeah.
forma tiene.
And you can look also at just the cloth, the makeup of the cloth, the colors that it has, the shapes, the forms that it has on it. Does it look nice and orderly? Does it look? Mm-hmm. And so really observe the shape, all the details of that misa. Really take in, does it feel or look heavier than it
Solamente
actually
tiene
is?
que ver sin tocar, ¿no?
Yeah, and so simply look at it without touching, without needing to touch it too much or rearrange it.
Lo que ya está practicando, entonces tú ya conoces cuál es su cabeza, dónde es su cabeza, cómo están.
And so what we're practicing is, where's the head of it? Where's how is it situated, and how is it?
O si es que no tienen cuya mesa pueden ver, ¿no? Otras cosas, ¿no?
Or if you don't have a kuya mesa, of course you can look at what the shape and of the things that are placed in front of you.
Para abrir la misa o para abrir a la cuya misa, necesariamente es meditaciones y observar antes de abrir.
And so to open up that misa, the kuya misa, it's essential to take a few moments to sit in meditation beforehand and to look at the shape of it and to see, to in your mind see the steps of opening it.
Lo que hemos enseñado, todo el proceso, ese tiene que seguir.
And so all of these steps, all of the steps that they taught, you need to follow, each and every one of those steps as you're opening the misa, as you're coming to that point of even opening the misa.
Nosotros enseñamos para que practiquen de ustedes.
And so we've taught so that you guys can put it into practice.
No solamente para información o para escuchar.
And so it's not, just for information or to think about it sometime and kind of tuck it away. It's for practice.
Ustedes saben, conocen muy bien muchas informaciones de reciben.
And you guys know a lot of really good information and have, received a lot of, you've got a lot of wisdom.
Pero poco practicamos.
But not, but a little practice.
La práctica es la conexión.
But the practice is the actual connection.
La práctica es conocer.
The practice is to really fully know.
Cuando está en el Perú, caminamos a Osangate es difícil. La
Right.
misma manera también esa práctica.
And so, for those of you that have come, walking to Sangate is difficult, right? And the same way in putting it into practice, sometimes it's challenging, equally challenging.
Frío, dolor de cabeza.
There's colds, there's headaches,
Eso es práctica.
and
La
sometimes,
acción.
and this is putting it into practice with all of that and actually putting it into action, activating it, animating it.
Y ahora,
And so now,
poco a poco,
very, very slowly, and so without any rushed motions,
pueden abrir la mesa.
you can slowly open the mesa. Very, very slowly and reverently.
Pero muy despacio.
And so very, very slowly.
Cada momento da aliento.
And so breathing, really taking your time to slowly breathe, deeply breathe. And so it's with slow movements and deep reverence. And even as you open each part, it's taking a moment to pause. There's no rush.
Tus pensamientos es a conectar.
So what should be
Tu
going
visión es conectar con tu kuya.
and so what should be going through your mind and even, even invoked as you open the misa is to connect with the misa, to connect with the kuyas. And so having nothing else in your mind, having your thoughts completely connected with the kuyas.
Cuando están abiertos,
And so once it's open,
sin tocar, observa.
without touching the kuyas, the stones, simply observe them.
Todas las joyas solamente observan, miran qué forma tienen, cómo es, dónde viene.
And so with each of the stones, with each of the kuyas, observe them, think about where they came from, the land that they came from, how they came to be with you.
Cuando están listos, ahora puede mover aquí la mano.
And once you're ready, then
Activar a fuerza o activar con aliento, con la mano.
and so once you're ready, warm up your hands, connect through your hands, or we say activate the palms of the hands.
Con despacio, no rápido.
And so not quickly, very slowly, sensing the heat,
De esa manera.
and watch how he displays it. So go ahead and activate.
Primero con la derecha.
So the right hand is on top, and it is the active one, or the moving one.
Puede ser aquí lejos o puede ser muy cerca. Tienes que buscar dónde está la energía sientes.
And so really feel and get a sense of where is the energy within your hands. They can be touching or slightly apart, or if you have a stronger sense of the energy, you can bring the hands a little bit further apart and really get a sense of the energy that is in the hands.
Si no sientes con esta mano, puede cambiar con esto.
And so if you can't really, if it's difficult to sense it with the right hand, you can switch the hands so that the right's on the bottom and the left is on the top. And sometimes it's, if you have your hands at heart center, sometimes it's easier to get a sense of that or feel it.
Tienes que sentir cómo mueve la energía.
Really feel, you have to feel, how does the energy move? Even if your hands are, even as your hands are moving, or if your hands are still, how does the energy move?
El aliento siempre tiene que dejar salir.
And your breath, you have to continually allow the breath to just enter and exit. And you can bring your hands a little further apart. Still sensing the energy, connecting with it.
La corazón un poco abierto.
So making sure that your heart center is open. Right? Your shoulders are relaxed and your heart space is open as you're breathing.
Estoy listo.
And once you have a strong sense, then you're ready.
Ahora,
And now
listo para conectar con mi cuya.
And now you're ready so that you can start to come close to come in contact with the kuya.
No muy cerca, ¿no?
And so not too close, but bringing your hands in a space around it.
Tienes que buscar dónde es energía.
And so you need to seek out and find within within those stones, where is the energy? Where do you sense the energy?
¿Cómo mueve su fuerza de la cuya misa?
And how does the strength, the force of the Kuya Misa move?
Muy bien.
Good.
Y ahora solamente puede tocar y puede poner la geometría, ¿cómo se llama? El cuadrado,
And so,
cuadrado o círculo, más momento, ahí está el momento círculo.
and so now it's the moment that you can touch them, right? And as you do that, you slowly are going to be placing them in, we say, in their proper shape or in their proper form. It's circular for some. Most are laid out in a circular pattern. So arranging each of the kuyas so that they form a circular shape, or for those that know, you may have a particular shape that layout, I should say, the layout of your kuyas.
Cuando terminan, puede también sentir su energía.
And then once they're arranged, once again, then you can get a sense of through your hands, even if and bringing your hands a little space away.
Pero cuando es
Sense the energy.
cuando está en círculo,
But
uno siempre tiene que estar en yawi.
and so if you have the stones or the kuyas arranged in a circular pattern, there always should be one that's always in the center, like the center energy point, or we sometimes call it the umbilicus.
En medio no tiene que estar vacío.
And so there shouldn't be an emptiness in the center. So there should be a center stone, and then the others would be arranged around it, somewhat in a circular pattern. And so get a sense of each of the kuyas, and then how the energy flows once they're laid out and arranged.
Observen, miran, conecten.
And really look at the form, look at the shape, connect with it, feel it and sense it.
A esas técnicas o estas prácticas no tienen que olvidar, hermanos.
And so each of the steps, with each step of the practice, you cannot forget. And so you have to remember.
Necesario más conectar, más practicar.
You need more connection and more practice.
Mueve la mano ahora.
So as you move the hands,
No, solamente permíteme ver, tengo que buscar su energía, cómo está.
okay, so again, pass your hands over the stones a little bit away, so that you can really get a sense of the energy of the stones, how the energy moves around each of them and collectively together. And so really spending a lot of time in practice, just sitting and sensing deeper and deeper the energy that's in each of the kuyas and the energy that moves around in coordination with each of them.
Nuestra clase,
So our class,
hasta ahí nomás.
until now,
La próxima ya vamos a tocar y vamos a poner nuestro cuerpo.
and so in the next step in the classes, and in
Hay que mirar, ¿no?
yeah, and
Observar.
and so for I should say for now, really observing energetically even each of those kuyas, and in upcoming class, like moving forward,
A seleccionar quién es Collana, quién es Payán, Callao,
and so
Jaja.
moving forward, we then with each of the stones, we basically hold them to the energy centers to get a sense of what the energy is, and so there are more steps in really exploring that. And also within each of the kuyas, looking at which one is, we say which one's koyana, which one's payan. And so
Callao,
kayao
o Jaja.
or kaha. And so which ones, those are the different levels of the kuyas. So major to minor, koyana.
Eso es importante conocer.
And so it's important to know, what qualifications each of the kuyas has.
Eso necesita más amor, más confianza con tu misa.
And so really to explore it deeply, you have to have a very deep love and exploration of each of the kuyas within the misa.
Tu misa selecciona, tu mangosuase también selecciona.
And so your misa, is kind of chosen, and same with our Mankoswasi, same with our sacred being.
Ya puedes trabajar con tu misa, o ya puedes observar tu misa, o ya puedes manejar con tu misa.
And so how you can, through your whole sacred being, how do you work with and how do you manage that misa, and how do you carry that misa, and how do you operate it and with it.
Ahora como está en círculo,
And so now that the stones are arranged in a circle or a circular pattern,
poco a poco puede conectar la medio.
so little by little you can connect with that center stone. And then slowly you can, one by one, bring each of the cuyas around it slowly to the middle. So one by one, bringing them to that center stone so that they're all eventually touching.
Cuando termina,
And when you finished,
tiene que aquí,
you need
no
to,
se llama Skype junio.
we say kaipa kunyoi,
Junio es
kunyoi,
para
kunyoi.
fuerza, ¿no?
So kaipa kunyoi basically is bringing or tying the energy all together into this like condensed central point. And so with your hands energetically,
Ya, ¿sí?
yeah, so bringing your hands, so like you're really bringing the energy
De ambos,
into,
¿no?
it's kind of like you're forming a little snow peak, if you would say. So really energetically bringing all of that energy into a concentrated point.
Ahora esto cuya misa, algunos cuyas ya despertó, o algunas cuyas ya conectó contigo o con la naturaleza.
And so there are some of the kuyas that have, we say they're awakened, they're awoken, they're activated. There are some that you've really connected with, some that are deeply connected with nature.
Cuando termina así,
And so once you've finished in bringing that energy to the central point or central area,
¿qué manera es esa guatay? Su guatay, ¿no?
mhm.
Amarrar su misa, ¿no?
And then next step is to, we say close the misa, or we call it misa watai. It's closing the misa. And so if you have a particular way that you do that, and again, there's no rush in the closing of it. With each step, with each folding of each of the corners, taking a moment to pause. You can slowly close your misa watai.
Misa guatay también tiene prácticas.
And so the process of misa watai, or closing the misa, has a lot of subtle steps.
Hay manera que cómo puede amarrar.
There's an entire way in which you close it or tie it up.
Pero en este momento, ¿cómo amarras? ¿Cómo has preparado tu misa normal?
But for now, just be aware of how you're closing it, and with the intention of the steps and the process of closing it. So for now, just really focus on the process that you do know.
Y gracias, hermanas.
So thank you, brothers and sisters.
Y ahora van a completar un poquito más, hermano Beto.
And so hermano Beto is going to speak a little bit more.
Pero, hermanas, tienen que practicar de esa manera.
But you need to continue practicing each of those subtle steps, and continue practicing.
Anyay kichis.
Thank you.
Kuyay kichis panachaykuna, urpichaykuna, sonqushaykuna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ujú.
Thank you. Thank you.
La corazón abierto, hermanas, cada uno de ustedes.
So an open heart to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Ya, chay. Chay, chay. Será mucho, chay. Ya, chay.
Chay, licencia que manda. Muchas cosas. Chay. Dora. Aparece. Vamos a complicar. How are you? How are you feeling, everybody? So I will make the little, still, the practices about the teachings of my brother Victor. But now I think so. Just if you want, you can take 2 minutes. If you want to go to the toilet or stretch a little bit, you can do it. Takes 2 minutes. Little break for you, and then please you can come back again. At the same place. You can stretch a little bit. If you want to drink, a little water, please you can do it as well.
Beto, can you hear me? It's me.
Yes, I do.
Can you make sure that we have enough time for some questions at the very end? Because I'm sure there's going to be a few.
Yeah, we are gonna have.
Okay.
Not.
Yes.
Okay, 7:00. A las 7 tenemos 10 minutos. Ya punta para ellos. Ajá. Bicho. Okay. Everybody went back.
Everybody back? Leslie, are you back? There she is.
Okay, now we can continue. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So now we are gonna to complement a little bit this practice, of course. Everybody, you have, or you got a new stone or new stone or new kuya, or whatever you got, you know, from everybody has new stone or not. So this new stone you are gonna to complement in your practice. Victor, he was teaching you, you know, the open and put in circle, you know, all the stones. But this is, in that moment, you are gonna to follow his instructions. Just touch and feel, you know, the stone. You don't just connect, you know, don't force your connection with the stone because this is new one. Because you need to explore this new stone or kuya. Because we never knows yet, you know, if this one is coming in good state, I mean, good energy, or perhaps a little bit, you know, wave energy, or perhaps still is dead, you know. He needs, you know, to activate that one. That's why, you know, this mesa, it's, we can call collective or jaja mesa, you know. Collective mesa, you know, this is the basic one. because in this basic level, so you can collect and put, you know, any other different kind of stones. You know, this is for exploration, because ourselves also, we start to explore ourselves, explore it, you know, connect with each stone. And also, like Victor, he was saying, you know, the kuyas, you know, and this action, what you are doing, you know, it's flying and open, you know, the ways and in different directions, you know, to connect with some water or different elementals in the in your area. Yes, some of them, of course, you know, it's coming from Peru. You grab it from Peru. Sometimes, you know, those one, they need a little bit activate, or perhaps, you know, still is alive, or perhaps, you know, needs only clean, you know, these stones to put back again, you know, alive, and also, you know, work. And this stone, of course, is going to connect with Ausangate or with Peru to support, you know, the mesa. But in one of these levels, of course, one of the stones, it's, we can say, the light of the center stone, you know. It's the leader, we can say, no? It's the leader. But at this stone, you have to be placed in the center, you know, between the other ones and circle. Once you are going to collect, you know, just feel it, you know, which one has more energy, higher energy than the rest of the stones. These stones you are going to place in the center of these circles of the stones. I am not saying, you know, this is going to be the main and the powerful or leader stone. But sometimes this one, it's just for the moment. They have this stone is going to change, you know, his energy. And the other ones can be increased, you know, the power or energy of these kuyas. It's coming more powerful than this kuya. So that one, that's why, you know, it's part of this practice, is part of this level. So in if you feel this one is coming a little bit, you know, the center stone, we can say, or the leader stone, so you can in place with the other one from the circle. But already you are going to keep, you know, this circle. Not always, as always, please don't forget the positions, you know, the stone is going to be, you know. You can put in all of them, or you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know. I don't know how much, you know, stones you want to collect and put into your mesa. But at this level, no matter the number, you know, if it's 2, 3, 4, 6, or 24, or 12. But at this one, you know, according the levels, of course, coming less, you know. You are going to, in the second level, like Victor, he was mentioning, so it's coming, you know, perhaps, you know, one of them is going to leave, you know, they want to leave from the mesa. Perhaps in the end, you are going to stay only with 2 and 3 and 4 kuyas. But this is part of, you know, the process of your mesa. Okay? So, but of course, it's not like all the time, you know, feeling and touching, you know, activate, because the worst, you know, worst parts of the students, it's always, you know, and touching, you want to force, you know, activate the stone. The stones themselves, you know, activate. They work in synchronization, you know. If someone is not working, for sure it's going to, we can start to separate from our mesa. But also this one needs a process, you know, how you are going to put back, you know, as the nature. So it's another, you know, another theme is that. But for the moment, it's, you know, keeping the circle, and I am talking about, you know, include, you know, and add, you know, this new stone into your mesa. Yes, to put, you know, makes it part of this circle. Okay, it's clear, more or less, you understand? Everybody, or I confuse a little bit to you? Yeah. But for now, I think so, for this level, only in the next, you know, next time when you are going to open again, because today we don't have much time, we can say. So you are going to complement, you know, this new stone or this new kuya, you know, into your mesa. But now I think we are going to follow the steps, you know. Remember, you know, the right, the right step or instructions about, how you are gonna to open, the altar, also the cloth, the mantle cloth. For that, I will remind to you, because everybody of you, it's already familiar for you this. Remember, we start with Florida water, but I want to show to you more or less how you feel, now, how it's the state or what kind of energy has right now in Mesa. For that, feelings, so everybody has your own Florida water. Please, everybody, I ask you, standing up in 2 feet, and use your own method, of cleansing or purification. Please, you can do it right now, this. Make your own invocation, your own prayer, your own presentation. Okay, remember, in the first class we were doing, introducing your full name. If you wanna ask for some intentions, please, you can do it, this time. But everybody, we have to be standing up, makes, fluid, aligned, align yourself, aligned, your centers. Because this standing up in 2 feet, you will feel, how the energy, it's cleaning and connecting each center. And there you are gonna feel also, which point it's a little bit weak, which point it's still, struggling to open. Slowly, slowly down. Don't make rush, this clean, this purification. Okay, you finish? In this practice, my recommendation for everyone, it's only, just from the top of your head, goes slowly like this, your hands like this flat down. It's just feel, like this, From here, the pyramid, we can say the pyramid is going, all the way down. But my highly recommendation can be slowly, As soon as it start to bring down, feel, the vibration, feel the energy, feel, feel it's going. That's what I say slowly. When you are going to do like this slowly, you are going to feel this, one of the palms of your hands is going to activate, and you are going to feel, you know, the energy. And this energy, you know, both sides is like scanning your body. You will see, you know. And also you can detect, you know, which part of your body has, you know, this connection energetically inside and the level of the energy body. You will feel that. Sometimes, you know, the difference, you know, different sensation, like a tingling maybe. In that moment, of course, needs, you know, to connect this part, you know, inside in the level of the energy body. Yes, that's why, you know, it's important that slowly, you know, all the way down, you know, till the level of your feet. Okay? This one, you with your practice, you will see, you know, anytime any practice is going to be, you will feel how different it's going to be done. Yes? But it makes a little bit good, you know, this practice. The second step, of course, you know, you have cognac and wine. You have your cups. Please, now you can start to hold in the apus, the right hand side. We are going to start to fill it up slowly. And this cup also, we are going to start to make the own invocation, prayer, introduction of your full name. This is for apus. It's all masculine. Like, for example, you know, Beto, I am Beto Fernandez, Santa Cruz, Ausangate, Ausangate, or Celestial Being, or the mountains for your place. You make your own presentation, say your daughter, you know, your daughter or your son, full name, and then please, this is for me. Could you create your own oration or intention? Always is better to keep the balance, you know, with with your two hands, you know. Everybody, please, like this. If you can see it, you know. Can you watch me, please, like this? Remember that action, you know. The breath. For example, Apu al Sangate. I am calling you, your son, Beto Fernandez Santa Cruz. Dear Father, great Father, please, I ask you for your connection. Please open your connection. Open your altar for me. Please open my, you know, different intention. You can ask for your health, you know, my health. Celestial angel, you know. I can invoke another mountain from here, you know. It's Salcantay, many other, you know, powerful mountains, Polianas, Palian, Callao here. When you are finished, transmission. Place in front of you, pass to this, to the second one, Pachamama, Pachamamita, yes? Please, everybody, fill it with cognac or with wine. If you did before, no problem. Just please start to make and create your own prayers, your own invocation, your own intention. With your two hands again, you know, dear mother, grandmother, Pachamamita, Yumpamama, Kilyamama, Mother Lake, Mother River, Mother Wood. Your son or your daughter, you know, Beto Fernandez Santa Cruz. Dear mother, open my path, you know, with the beautiful, beautiful intentions. my spiritual path. Help me, help connect my mesa, my cuyas, activate, this kind of prayers. Connect with my mesa, Are you from Greensboro, Asheville, North Carolina, Lake, Great Mother, American Nation, When you finish, big, brave, profound. Now we don't have, coca leaves. You don't have coca leaves. But in Peru we have, This is the third step. We start to, make our intus. Give the invitation. Same. In that moment you can combine, Apus and Pachamama, Pachamamitas. The intention with my mesa, my spiritual path, my work, my health, my connection, open your altar. Now close your eyes and just feel. Now, if you want, you can create images, a picture in front of you, your altar. With your closed eyes, with your closed eyes and the meditation. You can draw, how you wish, to have this altar in front of you. Because this is part of the connection. It's opening, preparing, the altar for receive the Apus and Pachamama, what they are coming, to support to you. Now you can do a big, deeply profound breath. this, look, dear sister, dear brother, you know, this one can be, this meditation a little bit longer, you know, we are talking about the time and the space, you know. When you live into this meditation, in that state, so we lost in the time. No time in that moment. When you do this, perhaps, you know, for you it's only 2, 3, 5 minutes, but it's more than that, you know, because already, you know, this altar, what you prepare, so it's connecting with you. Automatically, you know, Pachamama is accepting to you, it's coming to you, she is embracing to you, is supporting to you in this intention. Yes, you Mesa also, you know, you Mesa start to connect with Pachamama from this place or this moment. When you finish, you know, this part, so sometimes, you know, we can use the U-belt, you know, just a little and simple bells, you know. It's nice, you know, to make a no sound like this. Only like this. You felt this vibration inside? You felt or not? If you don't feel it yet, please don't feel sad, because it's part of your own process. Maybe tonight not, but at the next class you are going to feel more. But at this, you know, this practice is going to be, makes a little bit longer, you know, slowly. Okay? So the next step, you know, it's the mesa, you know. Victor, he already teach to you to open, you know. Open, but you don't have to be open again that way, you know. Already you close it, you know. So now it's only the intention, you know, just the steps, you know. It's imagine you did already this process, you know, in front of you. And now just repeat, you know, just we can do this one a little bit rush, you know, we can say a little bit quick, you know, just place, you know, in each chakra, we can say. But in the Andes, we have only 4, you know, remember, Yachay, Munay, Yankay, Kausay. No? It's only 4. You know, just please try to place in each, you know, in each chakra. This part, we are going to skip, the open, kichai, and open and close, This process you did already. So this one, please, when you open, you must be clean a little bit with your Florida water, just, to clean the energy of you, or organize the energy of your mesa. It's not necessary only for clean. The Florida water or clean, the kuyas is not only for clean, also it's for activate, and connect, makes work all in the same time, with the same energy, makes fluid, the energy of your kuyas. So also you do this, in your practices. Just I am mentioning that, so please. But when the mesa, it's okay, you feel, everything is good, it's powerful, good energy. So you can skip also the Florida water. Yes, you don't have to be clean. Already you connect, with the kuyas. You are connected, so you don't need it to clean, You don't want to watch out, the energy of this, or the moment of the energy, what it's pure in there. So after, it's no limitation, in this open mesa. Please, if you want to be like a half an hour, 21 hour, it's okay. When you finish, after this time, so must be you start to close, The close, like Victor, he mentioned, we have different, different techniques and different methods also, different meanings about the close of the mesa. But this is for the next classes, like Victor, he was saying about that. Okay, so you have already closed. For gratitude, just you are gonna to lifting up your mesa all the way, higher up, like this, showing, to the sky, like this. That moment, you gratitude. You gratitude, you fully gratitude to the Apus, Pachamama, the elementos. If you wanna mention the names of the Pachamamas, or the Apus, this is the moment. Now bring all the way the level of your mouth and there. Thank you. Anyaiki kuyaiki, anyaiki kuyaiki. Okay. And this is the moment when you start to hug, hold it up, you mesa, if you want, you can place into your day pack, we can say. It's already, you know, this is the end. If we are gonna have the opportunity to have another class in the second level, so we are gonna give more information, far more information about how you can carry in, you know, your mesa. Because this one has, you know, like yourself, you know, your face and your back side, you know, you don't have to be put, you know, and also the feet, remember, you know, your mesa has your own feet. The feet and the head and the feet, you know. Sometimes, you know, this time, this level is for exploration, remember, you know, but when you start to place this one, you know, always, you know, like you baby, the mesa, the head, you know, up and the feet down. So you will feel, you know, how the energy or how the mesa can keep, you know, the energy or the connection with you. You know, this one is very important also. No, please, you know, always, you know, the feet always up. Sorry, the head, you know, always up and the feet down. Yes, it's like yourself, you know, putting like that. Yes, always, you know, the mesa also goes, you know, one special, you know, they pack. But normally, you know, sometimes, you know, in our mesa, you know, the mesa we put in the bottom of our day pack, and then everything, you know, many stuff, you know, something like that. But no, you know, always the mesa has their own space. You know, on another extra, you know, a bag for this, you know, to carry it, because this one needs a lot of respect, you know. This is like a you baby, more than you baby, you know. So as much as you care this one good, so also, you know, the reciprocity is coming back, and also your mesa is growing more. It's one of the main things, you know, to carry in your own mesa. Yes, but after that, so the wine and the cognac, you know, you can offer, you know, outside, but you can do it that one later, you know. But it's more or less, you know, the steps, you know, what when we open, you know, the altar for our mesa, those are the steps. Okay, please make, you know, practice this. Please start to work with Pachamama and Apus, invoke, you know, personally, you know, the names, you know, individually the names of the different Apus from different places, from your country, from the Andes, because they are gonna to respond, and they are coming, you know, they are gonna to visit to you. Yes, these stones, you know, already. As soon as you start to do this, you know, they are turning being more magical, these stones. You know? So of course this one is growing more, you know. They have in the second level this mesa is turning be like a healing mesa, you know? But at this one we need to explore. You know? All the mesas going to split in two, you know, two different mesas, you know. One, you know, for you, another one is for healing. You know? We never know, but at the mesas, you know, there are different types, you know, many different types of mesas. Okay. So I want to say thank you so much to everybody here, dear sister, dear Panajay. Please, highly recommendation, you know, please practice this. It's only, I think, you know, 7 or 8 times you will feel, you know, the differences between, you know, between now, you know, in the beginning to the end. So, and also you will get more connection. When you get connection, so you will align very well. You connect, and then you are gonna to receive. They have, you know, messages, you know, from the Apus and Pachamama. Yes, don't only my recommendation. Don't make work, you know, this one. This is very tricky. No, as soon as we start this one, so everything, you know, collapse, we can say. But try to be yourself. That one, you know, in the when I was opening, you know, this session, I say your heart. Please, you know, work with your heart, connect with your heart, not with your mind. You will see, you know, you can make practice, you know, mind between heart. Which one is the powerful? Of course, the mind also it's so powerful, but the more powerful is your heart. You know? So Thank you so much, dear Panachay, Leah, Panachay's brothers, Waikichay Víctor, Panachay, Añayquichis, Cuyayquichis. Gracias. Gracias, Panachay.
Can we open up for some questions now?
Yes, please.
Okay, so if anybody has questions, feel free to, now's the time to ask. Okay? You'll just have to unmute yourself.
It's Carly. How do you add stones? Or do you?
Como es el básico esto, pueden complementar cuando les dije que abran la mesa, que le complementen. Su mesa. Sí, claro, Panachay. Ya preguntaste ya.
So there is a process of adding stones to the mesa, because you guys we're at a very initial stage. When the mesa is open, you can slowly incorporate them as they come, and so for now it's okay to start collecting them, and because you have, for the most part, I think there's colectivo mesa, so at this stage, introducing them as they come is okay. But yeah, there is. Does that answer that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I had only started with 2, so I couldn't put them in a circle.
Okay.
So,
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
That's what I figured. But thank you.
Yeah, that's good. But you can also explore. You put them side by side. You put them up to down. Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
I actually do have a question.
Yeah.
So I have my mesa from 2 years ago when we went to Peru, and I still haven't opened that one. So
Huh?
I have a closed mesa, but I don't have permission to open that one yet. So I don't know if I can yet or not.
Are you talking about that one we put together when we were all together? You haven't opened it yet? Oh, wow.
Ya se va podrido. Ya le habrá crecido raíces.
That's the one from back in 2018.
Hace 2 años, cuando ella estaba en Perú, sí, recibí su mesa, no sé, sí, y desde esta fecha también tiene su coca, que ya está quedado en su mesa, porque siente que no puede abrir, ¿sí? ¿Hasta cuándo? No sé.
No, por eso estamos corrigiendo ahora. Que la mesa está explorada, estamos dando trabajo. Entonces, cuando uno crea estas mesas es para explorar.
Okay.
¿No? Eso se pueden abrir, ¿no?
Ya.
Cuando ellos piensan que tienen que abrir, pueden abrir nomás.
También su coquita puede sacar el equilibrio.
Claro, su coquita sí debería pasar.
So at first he said that coca is going to have roots growing. Just kidding. Just kidding. And so whenever you're it's time to open it, and the mesas now, it's an opportunity to open them, explore them, really learn from them. When it is time, you're going to take the coca out, and then you're going to place it somewhere in Pachamama where they can open it.
Claro.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you can also burn it. A really good one is to have a fire ceremony and invoke and then thank the coca mama and thank, the spirits, and then put it in the fire.
Entonces, para su mesa, lo que te lo escribes,
Mhm.
es para su mesa, para que crezca su mesa.
Yeah.
Y para que, claro, que
Okay,
crezca
and in the, as you put it into the fire, also, thanking for the time that it had been in the misa, and asking so that the misa can grow and get stronger.
Okay.
I had a question about halpai. I feel like I still don't really understand exactly what we're doing with halpai. And I understand when we're using coca leaf, we're asking Mama Coca, I think, we're asking Mama Coca to connect us and to connect us with each other and to hear our prayers and carry our prayers. But, when we're using, something other than coca up here in the US, like, I'm just trying to understand what the intention is. I know the 3 leaves represent the uku pacha, the kai pacha, the hanak pacha, and the, yankai, munai, and yachai. But can you say a little bit more about halpai, please, so I can understand it?
hasta conectar y abrir, ¿no? Es como invitar. Cuando nosotros hacemos la educación de coca, estamos abriendo el espacio sagrado de Absangate, ¿no? Entonces invocando, es como si estamos invitando, ven, sírvete esto, ¿no? Algo así para que respondan y vengan y les den más conexión y puedan sentarse los apus, ¿no? En su mesa, ¿no? Y venir y visitar.
Yeah. And so that's a deep subject, but we use coca to, particularly for many of its functions, but halpai is an opportunity to open, to invite, and to change energy in that moment. And so for halpai as an introduction, you can also think of it as a way to invite the spirits in, and invite, to be central with your own self, but then invite the spirits in. It's like if we were to call in Ausangate, we would say, here, I have this for you, and so let's share this, this opportunity. And so it's kind of like an invitation, right? If you're inviting somebody to sit down and to be present with you during ceremony, you can think of halpai in that way. Halpai is also an opportunity to allow the energy to settle, to have a still point, a still point, a meeting, and to kind of centralize yourself, along with inviting in, when we sit down in the halpai, it's with each other to harmonize the energy, amongst us, and then also the energies of the spirits that are around us. So in sitting and doing halpai with your mesa, it's inviting those beings to come and be present with you in your space of your mesa, and for the kuyas that are in your mesa to feel invited and to feel welcome. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Anybody else?
Yes, I have a question. Last week we talked a little bit about not leaving our mesita in our bedroom. Is it okay to leave it out of a pouch or a carrier on the altar, on like an altar overnight, outside? Like right now, everything is set up outside. So if I want to practice in the morning, do I need to put everything away this evening and restart in the morning, or can I leave things out?
Es que la última vez hablamos que para no dejar camisa en su cuarto de dormir, es posible de dejar afuera, porque ahora ya está afuera, puede dejar afuera en un espacio, bueno, seguramente si está seguro, puede dejarlo afuera, ¿no? En un jardín, por un ratito, o por la noche. Sí.
Por supuesto que lo puede dejar, dependiendo, claro, ¿no? Dependiendo de en qué parte también vive. Si vive dentro de la ciudad, no es bueno tampoco, ¿no? Si vive fuera del este, claro, claro,
Yeah. And so if you, okay, so it depends, right? It does
Okay.
depend. If you have if you have a yard, a garden, and it's safe and it's secure, and there's a special designated place where, it's got its, think of it like a baby, if it's really safe outside and then it's in a good garden, yeah, you could leave the baby for a while, right? So you could leave it overnight. However, if you live in a city and or a place where it's not that protected, but even in a really busy city where there's like a lot of neighbors who are partying or whichever, or there's a lot of contamination, then maybe you want to consider having it in a place that's a little more protected.
Okay, so if it's on a porch outside and I'm in the middle of nowhere, which I am right now, I mean, there's nobody around for a mile and a half,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
fine, right?
No problem. Usually
Okay.
no. Yeah, usually no problem.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Speak now.
Yeah. So we're gonna say good evening, good night until the next time. Hasta luego. So that we can make sure that we get Victor home safely. and,
Yes.
And get him a taxi home safely.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was wonderful.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Mhm.
Thank you, Victor.
Orpichay, kuyay.
Beto.
Kuyaiki, kuyaiki.
Kuyaiki, kuyaiki.
Añaiki, cuyaiki.
Kuyaiki, kuyaiki. Hermano, hermana.
Hermano,
Kuyaiki.
añaiki, guayquichay, panachay,
Turuchay, panyachay, panyachay.
chay, soncochay.
And we'll be announcing some other teachings. We're talking about the possibility of doing some despacho teachings. And then as we set with doing our practices, of course, we'll offer a level 2, but that'll be a little bit down the road. Y'all just continue to practice. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. And if I can't answer them, I'll reach out to Beto and get them answered, okay? So just keep practicing. Just keep working with your mesas.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, thank y'all for coming. Y'all have a good evening.
Thanks, buddy.
Sleep well,
You too.
but not with your mesas. Okay, guys, y'all just be careful going home.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, and we'll talk about, I'll interact with you guys and we'll talk about what's next, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much. Muchas
All right.
gracias.
Yeah, thank you. That was beautiful. That was
Yes,
beautiful.
what's beautiful.
Very good. Very good.
Gracias.
All right. Be safe going home. Okay.
Gracias.
Thank you. All right. I'm going to end it. I'll talk to y'all later.
Okay,
Okay. Bye. Y'all have a good evening.
good evening.
Bye.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah. Sweet dreams to you guys.
Tumak punyoy.
Oh.
Sweet dreams.
Oh yeah, for sure. All right. Bye.
Napay pamilya.
What did he say?
Greetings for your family.
Oh yeah. Thank you. It's just me. Me and my dogs. Okay. Hey, Victor, I'll text you on, like I did the other day, okay, when I send you some money. Once I see how much I have, I'll send it in a few days.
Dice como hecho la respuesta. Te va a enviar igual. Ajá, te va a mandar ya.
Gracias,
Va a ver todavía.
All right. I'll communicate with you.
Okay.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Okay.
Anyeki, kuyeki, panay.
Aniki kuyaki. Aniki kuyaki.
Kuyaki, kuyaki.
All righty. Bye.
Bye, man.